Hello, how's everyone doing? I'm pretty sure you guys were expecting this video. Yeah. So, for those who don't know, got in a heated discussion with the good old ChilledScrub over here over nature, reality, and morality and stuff like that. Around this time is when this started to happen, and it's not the first time we had the discussion, so I understand this is how it started. But later on, the point I was trying to make is that people's beliefs control their actions. That's it. I understand I mentioned the three-letter word that you don't like to hear. I understand that I brought up the three-letter word first. But that is just a part of what I was saying. Now, there was something else that happened later on that is more dire than what I'm saying now. This chat on PSN got reported. And these people are trying to say that I had something to do with it, whether it was me or I had an involvement, whether or not if it was me or not. Come on, I was really going to make an entire video going into detail, reacting to all of this, seeing everything, showing my points and all that type of stuff. I'm not doing this again. This is going to be a short video. I'm just going to explain what's going on. This is almost the exact same thing that happened to me in the past. In the past, I had people that I had disagreements with. Now, we agreed to disagree and left it at that. What happened? They reported my server and everyone in it. This is not the first time this happened. If you go to this video you see here, I already talked about this a month ago. This happened 4 years ago. Okay? Some of these people you guys still talk to. I talked about this already. The thing is, whether it's Chilled and Zeku who invited Will, you wonder why there's always drama when there's me and him involved. But you know what the problem is, and then you still set it up for it to happen. But, Zeku's gonna do what Zeku's gonna do, but this is not about Zeku, this is about Chilled. Chilled, this has happened in the past. This is what they do. They see people get into a heated discussion, and then they report things. They set people up. That's what they do. I talked about this already. Watch for yourself. And by the way, I understand you said that I don't show my proof. I was showing the proof. The issue is, I can't send links in the chat. And I was going to send it to you on PSN, but I don't have a direct message with you on PSN. I wasn't part of the chat. I was only in the call. I may get to those details when it comes up. But there was really no way for me to send you links. Now I send you links on Discord. You don't check the Discord. But I get it. Now, again, when it comes to these people, you can watch this video, and there's plenty of. Listen, I talked about these people at length already. There is so much stuff that you guys probably missed that you haven't checked for yourself. I understand these videos are long. I understand. They're long. But you can start with 5. Watch 5, and if you want details, watch the other ones. But Coffee Time 5 just by itself explains as much as I can explain. And by the way, this is not everything. What I show in these videos, that is not everything. There's more stuff that I have that is not in these videos. You can find this playlist here. And as for Chozo, if that's something you want to know, that's here. This is not Coffee Time 6. I make it very clear what is what. This is going to be probably my last video when it comes to you guys, this whole entire sphere in general. Now, I know what's most pressing on your mind right now is, did I report the calls or the chats? Let's get to this. Now, I'm not going to show all of Fox's DMs because I don't want to do that to him. But I am going to show this beginning part over here. Now, Foxy also wanted to know if I was the one who reported the chat, and I said I didn't. How can it be me? I don't even have a reason. Why would I report a call over an argument? There is no evidence, no consistent pattern of behavior of me ever doing something like that. Now, I can't even log into my account. Now, Foxy's asking me for an email. I presume he's asking for my band email, but it wasn't even sending me verification messages. I was trying to verify myself. It wasn't even giving me new verification codes. Now, I'm going to show you what I mean. Put this away. But before I do, as Foxy says it, he was even reported. How did Foxy get reported? If I was the one who reported the chat or things like that, how did Foxy get reported if I was not in communication with Foxy? I don't know what his PSN is because I don't talk on PSN. I talk on Discord. How did I report Foxy if I'm not in the same place as him? And as it says in the call, you guys got reported over clips and some communications that I wasn't there for. And I also can't log in. I'm going to show you what I mean. Now, this video I recorded on my phone is my email. I'm censoring it because I don't want to show you my email. But you can still see what's going on. This is the PlayStation app. And just see what happens. Okay. Okay. Check my email. There it is, the verification. I'm trying to see if there's any new verification codes, because I tried this plenty of times, but you only see 2. Those first 2 that you see there are verification codes. It's not even sending me new messages. But I still took the one that I had before. So I asked them to send me a new one. It's not sending me a new email. So I just took the code from there already. I checked my junk. Nothing in my junk. I'm not getting the email. I press for a new verification code and I'm not getting it. I try to see if there's new stuff. Nope, I only got 2. So I take this code and let's see what happens. Let's take it, put it in. Nothing is not valid. And then it crashes. Try signing in. Too many requests. How can it be me? I can't log in anymore. My account is done, so I can't do anything. And as for ban message, I didn't even get a verification message. Those are 2 verification attempts that I had on the first time. It's not sending me new verification messages. But look, those guys that you're still in communication with, I can't force anybody to not associate with whoever they don't want to or don't want to. But it's all here. Start with 5, and if you want more details, watch the other ones. But start with 5. It's all here. Now, Chilled, later on, this is not the first time. This exact same conversation we had already over subjective morality and all those kinds of things. The exact same combo that we had. I'm not hiding anything. Anybody can go back and watch this for themselves around this time. From this time onwards is where all the nonsense happens. That exact same conversation we had already. My question to you is that why, if I have such an issue when it comes to this topic, why did I not report you back then? Why now? Now there's an answer to that. There's an answer to that. You know, there's an answer to that. But you're not willing to see it. So I asked him, we can chat, it's all good or not. By the way, it's always in public places that we're talking, whether it's in the middle of a server or it's on that stream, but we never talk one-on-one. We can chop it up one-on-one. No recording, no nonsense, just me and you by ourselves. No nonsense, no pack sections, none of that nonsense. I'm not this drama lord dude doing this stuff forever. We just chop it up one-on-one on a call. We don't have to make it public. I'm just doing this because this interaction is public, so I'm giving a public explanation. But all of that stuff between me and Chilled, we can chop it up between ourselves. And after all of that stuff with the call, I gave him all of this. And I do give him the links. I know it's unrealistic for him to check everything, but clearly there is backing to what I said. And by the way, that really, like, subject morality type shit, that's just really weak, man. That stuff is really weak. This, like, leave it in the bedroom type behavior really causes problems. You say that people are trying to enforce their morality is cause problems, but it's like, if you don't have a set system that people abide by, like laws, you're going to have chaos in society. You need to have laws. And there are societies that are evil. And there's going to be times where you have to stop that from happening, because that's the reason why you have to stop is because guess what? It spreads. It doesn't stay there. But again, all of those are details that we can hash it up between ourselves. And I understand this topic you don't want to talk about no more. And I am also not going to talk about it because you're not really mature when it comes to this type of stuff, because you were really getting mad. You were. I wasn't the one who was getting mad. The one who was raising your voice was you, Scrub. I wasn't the one who was mad. Anybody can go back and watch this for themselves. The one who was getting mad was not me. And as for proof and links, what was your proof and links? You asked me for my proof, but what was your proof? But this whole thing about who reported who happened here. This is not the first time this happened. I just realized that, and I realized, yep, this is a setup. This is what these people do. Now you say you don't believe me. It's all here. It's all here. You can see it for yourself. I don't just say this for no reason. You can even ask Zeku. Zeku knows about it, but he doesn't put the two connections to himself together. And you can ask Foxy. Foxy will tell you as well. So chill. Sometimes you have to cut people off. Sometimes you have to have a hard stance. And yes, and as you said, that causes conflicts. Sometimes you need to cause conflict. Sometimes you need to make a hard stance on morality and enforce it. And yes, you are going to cause problems. You are going to start wars. Sometimes that needs to happen. Sometimes that's necessary. And this is one of those cases. Sometimes if you really don't want anything to do with this job or any of that type of stuff, you have to put that line in the sand and say, this far, no more. Again, I'm not telling you what to do to associate with whoever you want to. You can cut it off with me, you can cut it off with them, or you can cut it off with both them and me. But you have to make a choice. Or else it's never going to end. And as for the 3-letter word, it's good that you have your own sense of self and motivations, but one day, that's not going to be enough. And there's going to be a time where you do something, you know it's wrong, it's not, and you do it anyways. Now, we all do this type of things, but what's going to happen is that it's going to continue to happen, and you're not going to be able to stop. There's a way to stop it, but you're not going to look at it because you're too busy with this prideful sense of self that you have. There's only so much that you can do when it comes to motivation from the self. You said it yourself. This is all stuff. I'm just repeating the same stuff that you said yourself. Sometimes pure motivation doesn't work. You need more than that. I'm saying take it to its logical conclusion. And there is logical conclusions that can be made from this when it comes to morality and other types of stuff. Just like how math is real. 1 plus 1 equals 2 because if you have one apple, you have another apple, you have 2 apples. But can you show me pi number of things? Can you show me E number of things? Or tau? Or any other mathematical constant? You can't. Now, there's ways to do it using real life things, but they're not based on actual tangible things or mathematical concepts. But they're still true because they affect real life math and we can see it. Okay, morality is the same way. Morality is like math. I know that sounds ridiculous, but that's the way it is. Just like how Adam and Eve, they rebelled. That's very true to humans. Humans, we don't like to be told what to do. I understand that. We don't like to be told what to do. From the very beginning, our first parents, Adam and Eve, they did not like being told what to do. And faith without works is dead. You said it. That's the point I was making. I understand that not everything can be solved in that fashion, but that's the way to start. People's beliefs, they do control their actions. And those beliefs have to be put into action. That was my point. We were agreeing. I'm just saying take it to its logical conclusion. When you put those things together, you line them up, you see that morality is indeed objective. It's something that can be measured. It can be measured with facts. But again, you're blinded by this. Let's go back to this video. The reason why this is one of the first things I started. What I don't get is people who say the solution to a lot of problems is people need to get hoes. When we say people who do get them are still crazy. When I said this, I was talking about you. Because this is something that you've said. You talk a lot about people in the FGC. And this is what you say. They need to stop playing FGC games and go get hoes. Sometimes that's not enough. I mean, there's people who do get hoes, quote unquote hoes, and they're still crazy. Chris Tyson, he has a whole ass wife and kids. He's still a pedo. You need to get hoes. He already got hoes. He got a wife. He got kids. He's there. He's clearly doing something, but that's not enough. I can go into that whole can of worms with you privately, just us. You're probably not interested in that conversation, and with a person like you, I'm also not interested in that conversation. And when I say like you, because I know that's something else people brought up, like you didn't like that. When I say like you, I mean you are not open to those conversations. You see, when people say people don't like topic, insert topic, they're talking about themselves. Because I'm not just talking to a random person. You said it. Don't talk about religion because people can't have a clear head about it. No, you can't have a clear head about it. Because I'm not just talking to random people who don't just off the street random people. I'm talking to you, not random people. I'm talking to ChilledScrub on his channel. I was. You can't have a clear head about it, and that's fine. That's okay. Regardless, we can agree to disagree, and that's it. That's all. That's it. But I feel like these things, they kind of flow from each other because, again, people's beliefs, they do control their actions. And sometimes you do have to make a hard line in the sand and enforce it on other people. It's like, no, you can't do that stuff here. And you can't do that stuff over there either. Even if it's not affecting me, you still can't do it. That's selfish. You only care when it affects you. To a certain extent, a lot of people are like that. They care about something. They don't care about something until it affects them. But you should try to not let that be your modus operandi. But you're probably not going to see this video. You're probably not going to talk to me privately. And these things are going to compound on you. And that's reporting. You guys have been getting reports before I even knew about you people. And after talking to you guys are still going to get reported. I'm not going to talk to you guys for, let me see, 6 months. 6 months from today, I'm not going to talk to you. Let me see, 6 months from today, that would be, let's see, if we're on November 9, 10, 3, that would be, that would be in May. That would be in May, the next time we will talk. If we ever talk, even then. So until May, I'm not talking to y'all. And when I mean y'all, not just you Chilled, Zeku, and Foxy, and everybody else. Because you refuse to see this. If anyone from those groups, anyone from your group, includes them as well, anyone from every one of these groups, still wish to speak to me after May, you have to wait until May comes, the next year. After May, you still want to talk to me, you need to see these videos, and I'm going to ask you questions on the videos. Don't just say, hey Dargo, I'm coming back, let's talk. I watch the videos. If you watch the videos, I might ask you questions. Now you guys might say I'm not doing all that work. Alright, then I'm not doing that work to talk to y'all. A lot of people ask, why do I do these things? Why do I say what I say? And if I did this, in one case you say this, but in another case you say this, why is that the case? In the same video, I explained. I don't know if it was Will or somebody else asked me if Will and his people were talking about Chozo, how come I didn't automatically take them at their word? Well, number one, because they're lying about me. I'm just going to say it here in this video so you guys can understand. I didn't take them at their word because I don't trust them. I didn't trust them because they were lying about me. That's it. That's it. In the same exact video, talk about Chozo, I talk about that. These people are a dead end. That's why I say they're a dead end. Because they keep repeating the same things over and over. That's why I say there's nothing new to say. That's why I was like that with Will, because there's nothing new for him to say to me. He's just going to be on the same thing. As soon as he joined the call, he's talking about me. I wasn't talking about him. Who invited him? Somebody invited him. And this certain person already knows what the problem is going to be. So he invited that person already knowing what the problem is going to be. And that same exact person invites other people who do similar things. But it's me who's a problem. See where I'm going with this? You guys surround yourself with this. You guys surround yourself with these kinds of people. You're still in contact. You're still friends with E. You're still friends with all these other people. Not friends as in you're cool with them on everything, but still in communication. Sometimes you just have to cut people off completely. If you see people are being assholes to other people out there, they may not be an asshole to you, but one day they will be. One day they will be. Whether directly or indirectly. They might be doing some nonsense to you that you're not even realizing it. But what more can I say? I'm going to go back to chilling with my folks, and you can do whatever you want to do. I'm going to see you in May. I'm probably never going to talk to you guys ever again. But if we do decide to talk to each other after May, I'm going to ask you questions. And if you do get them right, then we can just be chill again. And leave it at that. Either way, before all this, the reason why I was talking to you guys is because of the controversy surrounding Chozo and also Foxy. That's how I came into contact with y'all. And since that's over, well, then I guess this can also be over, if that's the way it is. But that's on you guys, whatever you guys decide to do. Me, I'm just chilling. You guys can come to whatever conclusion you want. But regardless of whatever conclusion you come to, I'm still going to be doing my thing. And not everything I say and do is publicized on my channel. When I'm not streaming, I'm doing something. I'm probably going to stream later and just chill. If I have time after I do my homework. But that's really it. That's it. That's the whole video. Peace out. I'll see you guys later.